Hey there. Are you ready to harness the power of generative AI on Google Cloud Platform? Whether you're building smarter chatbots, enhancing creative tools, or generating data insights, GCP offers cutting-edge tools to make it happen. In this video, we'll guide you through getting started with generative AI on GCP and show you how to bring your AI ideas to life. Let's dive in. First things first, what exactly is generative AI? It's a type of artificial intelligence that generates new content, whether it's text, images, code, or even music. And with GCP, you get a robust ecosystem to build, train, and deploy these models. Google Cloud's Vertex AI API is the star of the show here. It provides tools for training and deploying generative models. Pre-trained models like Palm and Imagen are accessible via the Vertex API, allowing you to skip the heavy lifting and start innovating right away. Now that we know what's possible, let's set up your GCP environment for generative AI. First things first, start by creating a Google Cloud account if you haven't done so already. New users get $300 in free credits, which is great for experimentation. So all you have to do is come and just in your search bar, just create a GCP account. Go ahead and click on it, get started on Google Cloud for free. You can just go ahead and follow the prompts, get started for free. You'll input your email address, you'll set up your account. You're going to go ahead and sign in with your email address, set up your account, and you'll have a free account set up with $300 of free credit for you to start experimenting with. So as we can see, my Google Cloud Platform free trial has been set up. We can see here that the free trial status has been activated. I've got $299 left in free credit, and I can go ahead and activate my full account here. GCP will ask you for credit card or debit card details. Don't worry, they won't charge you unless you choose to activate, and your free account will be set up and ready to use. Next, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to enable the Vertex AI API. So directly from your dashboard, you'll see that there are a lot of tiles that can guide you through a lot of the most common things that you'll be doing on GCP. So here we have project info, and one of the tiles on your dashboard is the APIs tile. To get to Vertex AI API, you can either just click here and go to APIs overview. You'll be taken to APIs overview. Or what you can do is directly from your dashboard, Cloud Overview, you can just search here in the search bar. If you just search API, you're going to get the APIs and services. You can just go ahead and click on that. And now we're in APIs and services. When you're in APIs and services, you can click here to enable APIs and services. Let's go ahead and click there. And we are welcomed to the API library. Inside the API library, you can go ahead and you can see that on our left-hand side here, we have a whole list. It's got all your categories of APIs. You can go ahead and drill down by category, or you can just go ahead and search. There's a few maps here. And if I just go ahead and search for Vertex AI API, go ahead and I get it. I can click, and I can drill down on the Vertex AI API. Once I've drilled down on the Vertex AI API, we can go ahead, we can try this API in Explorer, or you can go ahead and enable it. So as we can see, here's the AI API overview. Documentation will take us to documentation. We can learn more. There's also tutorials. And then there's the related products tab, which is down here. We would like to enable the API. You can just go ahead and click enable, and the Vertex AI API will be enabled in your Google Cloud Platform console. Okay, we can see that the Vertex AI API has been created. We can go ahead and create credentials if we like. We won't do that right now. Here's your general metrics. So we've got metrics that we can monitor. There's also quotas and system limits, credentials, and GCP will give you an estimated cost or show you the cost that you're actually generating over time. Finally, what you can do is you can create a project. So everything in GCP revolves around projects, and billing is also attached to projects. We can see here that I've actually created two projects. So I have a project that I'm working in right now. You can also create a service account. So service accounts are used to grant permissions to virtual machines, ensure safe managed connections to APIs and Google Cloud services, and also authenticate and authorize non-human users to access data in Google APIs. So if you'd like to take a look at your service accounts, you can just come in the search bar here, and you can just search for service accounts. It's part of IAM and admin. And if we drill down on service accounts, we can see we have a couple here. So this is Vertex API demonstration. Service accounts has been enabled, so we don't have to do anything, but you might have to set one up for yourself. Let's go back into our dashboard. And with that, we're ready to start building. So I'd like to get back to my Vertex. You can just go ahead and search, drill down, and I'm brought back into my Vertex API. So within the Vertex API, it's the models that make the magic happen. Now, I can click, if I see on my left-hand side here, I want to get into Model Garden. I can get into my Model Garden. Now, if I want to search for specific models, they are separated by categories. Here we have modalities, so from language and vision to audio. You have tasks, so generation, classification, detection, etc. And even providers, Google, Meta, etc., etc. And we can even search by features. Now, I know what I'm looking for. So you can see there's a whole bunch of tiles and a bunch of suggestions that are brought up for you. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to start working with Palm. So if I just type in Palm, we get brought up the Palm Text Bison and Palm Chat Bison. Let's go ahead and play around with the Palm Text Bison model. So I can, if I drill down on it, you can fine tune, you can view code. There's also instructions to set up programmatically, etc. You can evaluate it. For this moment, we'd like to just open it in Vertex AI Studio. I can go ahead and drill down on it. And we can see that it's actually opened up here. Now, I've given this title, it's an untitled prompt right now. Let's go ahead and let's test the theory of relativity. So I'm going to call this theory of relativity. Okay, I've named it. Now, simply what you're going to do is you're going to input a prompt into the prompt box. We can insert media, add examples, you can add a variable, and you can go ahead and you can clear prompt. A couple of important settings that we have here is temperature. That's going to set the randomness of your response. You can set it between 0 and 2. Let's have it at 1 here. And the token limit, the output token limit, is actually the maximum output that we can get here is 8,192 characters. We can have our output in plain text or JSON data if you'd prefer. There are safety and filter settings. And let's go ahead and let's create a prompt. So I would like for the chat Python text model to explain the theory of relativity in simple terms. You can go ahead and you can also do it by voice. You can use a microphone. I'd like to input that prompt. And we can see that we've got a nice breakdown here. It's okay, let's try to break down Einstein's theory of relativity. And it's given it back to me in simple terms. So once you've got your satisfactory output, as we've got here, you can copy the result and use it in your project or application. What are the benefits of using the GCP console for generative AI? There's no programming required. So everything is managed through the user interface. There's quick prototyping, so you can test out ideas and prompts without writing any code, and ease of use, so we can adjust parameters and run models with just a few clicks. This approach is ideal for those new to AI or who want to experiment with AI capabilities quickly without diving into programming. So for images, let's quickly dive into the imaging model. So again, we can just go back into Vertex API. I'm going to continue without saving. Let's go into our model garden. And what we can do is I'm going to search for imaging. Imaging's popular for image creation. So imaging for generation. We can just drill down on that there. And we can go ahead and do the same thing, open in Vertex AI Studio. And we see submit a text prompt to generate images. Okay, and let's go ahead and let's create an image of big data being processed. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give it the prompt. As a tip, I'd like to generate images. And we can see it's given us 4 images of big data being processed. You can go ahead and drill down. You can upscale and export. We can cancel. Here you can adjust your aspect ratio in settings, and here's the model that we're using, so Imagen 3 or Imagen 3 Fast, etc. So that's great. Let's go ahead and let's get back into our dashboard, our general dashboard. So this is an introductory video, but what if you need a custom model tailored to your business needs? GCP also has you covered with Vertex API. You can prepare data sets and upload it into Google Cloud Storage, so you can ensure that it's clean and labeled properly. If you're looking for data sets, you can just come to Kaggle here. There's an online shoppers data set that I have downloaded. And if you're looking for storage, simply in GCP, you can just click on storage. It's got cloud storage, Here you've got buckets. You can select a bucket, create a bucket, and you can go ahead and you can upload your data and start working with data inside GCP. So here, simply create bucket. So another thing that you can do is you can use Vertex AI's auto ML capabilities to train your model without needing deep machine learning experience. You can also deploy the model directly in Vertex AI or export it to integrate with your application. In future advanced videos, we will be dealing with this. And that's your quick start to using generative AI on GCP. From pre-trained models to custom solutions, GCP provides everything you need to build and deploy powerful AI applications. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more tech tips, and let us know in the comments what AI projects you're working on. Thanks for watching and happy innovating. Bye for now.